Hello and welcome back to Birth Photographer of the Year 2022. We are back with some new judges, some swapped out judges, some fed judges, and relieved judges. So I'm excited to be here with everybody. And I just want to introduce our panel to you. So we have Katrina here with us. Hi, Katrina. We have Dania and Katie. We have Emily, and we have Fiona here with us. I am going to just jump right in. We'll go into the next image. Thank you.
Sorry. That's all we got.
Hey, husband. Okay, let me fix up that live stream for you guys watching. And I'll read out the title in a second.
Am I still judge number 4?
Oh, I should give y'all numbers. Hey. Let's start over. I think that might just be easier. Okay, so we have Fiona, you can be judge 1. Kat, judge 2. Emily, judge 3. Dania, judge 4. Katie, judge 5. So this image is titled The Calm After the Chaos. Oh, judge 2, I'll just have you move your score up a row. Thank you. This image scores a 30, a bronze award. Congratulations to the entrant. Could I please grab some feedback from one of our judges?
Yep, I can.
Thanks.
Yeah, I did enjoy this image. There's definitely some room for improvement. I enjoyed the sort of yin and yang aspect of this. The contrast, obviously, of the dark and the light, the shape that's forming these two sort of triangles either side of the image. You know, the white dot of the baby's head, the black dot of the mum. As a result of being quite contrasted, we've lost a lot of detail in the blacks, which, yeah, I guess lifting that up a bit may help. But overall, I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks, Katrina. Anyone want to add anything else? Em, was that you talking or no? Oh, okay. Good. Cool. We'll move on. Oh, Katie?
I agree with everything that Katrina said. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. We'll move on to the next image. This image is titled Safe, Calm, Supported. So just to confirm with our judges, this is a black and white image and a birth pool. And congratulations to the artist. This image has scored a 34, a bronze award. Could I get a comment, Katie?
Yeah, congratulations. I scored it in the bronze award. I love the title as well, where it was calm and supported. Those words really shone through, especially with the calm in the background, the top right corner, and then also in the little image of the photo of the couple where they look supported as well. And then following down the face in the picture frame, looking down as well, and then all the faces are drawn down towards the focal point where mum and baby are there as well. And I really love the story in this image. I think it's been beautifully executed. There's a few little hot spots on the birth pool with the light and on the oxygen. But other than that, I think it's really, really, really well told, and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Katie. Emily, did you want to add to that? What can they do to elevate this?
Do you know what? If you just cropped out a little on the left and just a tad on the right, it would be so much stronger. Or even you've got the calm. I don't know if we need those photos, but the story's right in the middle there. And I do love your deliberate placement of where you are and what you're including in the background. I think that's great. But again, the little hot spots, if you brought them down a tiny bit and just cropped out some of that left-hand side and a little bit of the right-hand side, and you would have a much stronger image.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. I see lots of people nodding in agreement. So we will move on to the next image. Lifted into life. Lifted into life. This image scores a 22, a professional practice image. I'd love to hear from Dania. This entrant would love a piece of feedback, and I think you'd be great to give it.
Yes. I really love this moment. I think the moment is really well seen. And the photographer has had the wherewithal to grab the moment at this point in time. For me, the execution it just could be a little bit more well executed, I suppose. It's just a bit soft. And I know it's really hard to photograph water. So, and it doesn't look like appear that there's a flash been used at all here. So I can understand how it would have been really hard to get a sharp image of this moment, and particularly with the water, the light coming from where it is. I think it would have been really hard to grab focus. So I think what I'm trying to say is I think it's a well-grabbed moment, something that I'm sure the family will cherish in their gallery. But in terms of awards, I think the execution just needs to be a little bit more solid in order to bring it into awards.
Yeah, thanks, Dania. Anyone want to add anything else? Fiona.
I I think when we're looking at images, and if color is not adding to the story, then maybe go black and white. I think this could have been well handled in black and white, and we would have been more forgiving of some of the technical difficulties if we weren't distracted by the color tones.
Thanks, Fiona. And just a bonus, I'd like to see this in a circle crop and rotated. But alas, I'm panel mod. All right, we'll move on to the next image. Thank you, judges. An epidural won't stop me. This image scores a 31, a bronze award. Congratulations and well done to the entrant. I would love to hear from Dania.
Yeah, it took me a moment to figure out what I was going to score this, and I think I was intrigued when I heard the title, and so I wasn't disappointed when I saw the image. I thought it was a perfect pair. A few things that would have brought it up even higher would be, I feel like the socks really are blending into the sheets. So maybe taking down some of the highlights on the sheets so that you can really tell where that birthing person is in the frame. And then also just straightening up some of the lines for me would have made it stronger. But in terms of like cropping or not cropping, I think I love where the entrant has decided to stand, and seeing that catheter, I think, makes this image, you know that it's an epidural. You don't need to be told it's an epidural. It certainly helps. But yeah, I just really applaud the photographer. I think it's a bronze image, and I really enjoyed this image.
Thank you. Some really great solid feedback there. I think Dania summed up that image very, very well. So we will move on to the next image.
Can I step off, Lacey?
Yeah, of course. I don't think that we have anyone else. Do we have anyone else sitting in the background with us?
I can pop on real quick if you need me, Lacey.
Oh, thanks, Amanda. We got some lurkers. I didn't even see you in here. So we're just on image 362. And so we'll push that over to the live stream now.
What judge number again?
You are judge 4.
I can pop on real quick if you need me, Lacey.
Oh, is that me? Is that me? That is me. Sorry. Having feedback in my stream. Okay, so this image is titled Parallels. Shay, I think we're good for now. If you want to hang out as a backup, I think we're good. Thank you. Can we just give a massive shout out to our judges for being so goddamn flexible over the past 3 days and for just showing up and being amazing? I just want to give a shout out to them. I can't do that. I'm like, how does one? I want to see someone do a heart crop. Emily's face.
Careful what you wish for.
Challenge accepted.
We've seen coffin crops, so. All right, judges. So this image has scored a 38, a bronze award. So congratulations to the entrant. We have, whoa, we have some stuff going on. All right. Doesn't matter. It's an automatic challenge anyway. So we have, do we want to, hold on. We can have both. We can have a elective challenge or an automatic. I have 2 judges that can do elective, so 2 and 4. Do y'all want an elective challenge? Yeah.
I certainly will if Katie doesn't want to, but Katie, you go for it.
Or yeah, who's taking the challenge?
We can both do it.
No, we've got to pick
I'd
one.
love to talk, but yeah, go for it. You take it.
Sure.
All right, Katie, take it home.
Okay. Wow. Beautifully executed image. I have scored this right up there. I love the dark to light with the squares coming through. Every single area of this image has got the square shape that I can see, and it's just flowing throughout the whole image so beautifully, from the window all the way down to the toilet, all the way through the cupboards, and seeing that the parallel with the face coming through that other rectangular shape in the mirror, framed by those lights. It's been captured so beautifully and handled so well, and congratulations to the author. I would love to see a little bit more of the lady's face in the shower with a little bit more hand. However, I just find the whole concept of this is just remarkable. So congratulations.
Thank you, Katie. I wanna hear from Judge 1.
It's tricky when you got to chase a mouse across 2 screens. Okay, I can see that the photographer has made an intentional decision here, and has obviously chosen the name to draw our attention to those lines, which is clever, which is different, and maybe I could have gone into the bronze, but I can't find a sharp point. I would like, as you said, to see more of the hands, more of the fingers. It could be that I've zoomed in too far, so if there's a sharp point, if you could point it out to me, that would be great. When we're talking about gold images, I want to see something remarkable in its communication and execution, and I'm not seeing it in a technical aspect, but definitely well seen and can be talked up. Talk to me.
Thanks, Fiona. Emily.
I'm sort of similarly to Fiona. We don't need to see what's in the shelves, and we don't need to see the toilet. If it was cropped at bench level, so much more solid. We don't need to be taken there. The dark and the light, once you crop it in, I see so much more. Yeah, that's why I didn't go right up there, but I can see that the photographer has intentionally captured this moment and placed themselves to get exactly this, and to also not be seen in the reflection.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. Thank you, Emily. Katrina, I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm well and truly with Katie on this one. I think too, obviously going to gold, it's a big deal. And I think often, we're going up there when things have been, cleverly cropped, or we get something that's totally wow and completely new, and, it's got some good post-processing stuff going on, I'm actually really keen to reward this one because of its simplicity. I think the graphic nature of these shapes and lines that are constantly repeated throughout this whole piece, I think it's beautiful to look at, be it whether I blur my eyes and just enjoy the shape and light, or when I'm actually drawn into the story. And there is a story here for me. Obviously, yeah, the two characters there. You know, the way that this person that's observing is doing it from a distance, you know, very just subtly, quietly, they're there, but they're not up there in her face, in her space, I think is quite clever. All the little pops of colour I'm really enjoying. I'm enjoying the contrast between the hard and the soft, all the hard surfaces that you get in a bathroom, the hard edges. And then for me, it works having the two towels there and the softness for that moment. And for, yeah, I can definitely appreciate what you're saying in terms of finding that pinpoint spot. I think it's on the mum's hand, but I think maybe because it's shot through glass, it's not, you're not getting that tack that you would had there been no glass there. But by all means, I stand to be corrected. Yes, I agree. I also think it would work amazingly if it was cropped up. You could crop above that towel, but I've explained why I quite like the full doorway there. And I also think it's really well done in terms of the black, aside from the strip on the left-hand side that probably is arguably solid black. The actual rest of it is all, it's silhouetted, but it's still, there's still detail there. So I think this has been handled exceptionally well. I'm on gold and I'm absolutely happy to stay there. And if I had taken this, I would have been wrapped. So well done to the photographer.
Thanks, Katrina. And Amanda, did you want to add anything to that?
I didn't have much to add other than I've enjoyed listening to everybody's comments, and I might it might even raise my points up a little bit. I like the storytelling. I was rereading the title Parallels, and I wonder if there's a parallel between the two individuals. Like I've shared births before, as far as like I photographed some, but then I've also like my doula, and then she doulaed me. So I wonder if there's a connection in that way, and I'm curious.
Yeah, thanks, Amanda. Katie, we'll take it back to you.
Yeah, I do agree. I agree with Katrina. Like I think by cropping the bottom of the image off will definitely lose the appeal with the shapes. I find too you'd sort of lose that perception, that angle as well. Coming in, while it's not completely tack sharp, the story and behind the image and the way it's been executed is what's pushed me up there into that award range. Yeah, I'm really, really loving this image, and I'm happy to stay where I am. Come on.
Thanks, Katie. So Katie is asking for a gold along in agreement with Katrina. And so, Katie, if you could please hold your score, and the 4 other judges may rescore. This image has gone to a 43, which is a solid silver, and that is a considerable movement in the needle. So well done, Katie, and well done, judges. Congratulations to the entrant. So what a beautiful image. All right, we'll move on to the next image.
I can come back now too.
Oh, we'll just hold you out. That's all right. Thanks.
Sure.
In each other's arms. Sorry, I read that funny. In each other's arms. This image has scored a 20, a professional standard image. Katie, do you want to give some feedback to this entrant? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I do. I saw it was listed that it was requesting feedback, so I thought I'd just add in.
Yeah.
Beautiful emotion captured on their faces. It's a beautiful, beautiful shot. However, I'm finding that the focal point is on the support person's t-shirt. And I would love to see the focus a little bit more on the birthing person's face or the partner's face. And yeah, great shot.
Thanks, Katie. So just working with maybe those shutter, that exposure triangle to make sure that you can get that focus, especially in low light. Fiona, I saw you had your hand raised. Did you want to add something?
Chase the mouse. Yeah, look, I wanted to go not quite there, but what tipped me over was the fact that they did get in nice and close in the emotion. So I wanted to reward their bravery for getting in close, even though technically they just missed the mark, but very close. You're on the right track. Keep exploring.
Yeah, thanks, Fiona. Great feedback. All right, we will score the next image. This image is titled Haiti Gush Black and White. So this image has scored a 41, a silver award. So congratulations to the entrant. Well done. What a spectacular capture. Now, I don't think this entrant requires any feedback. So we will move on to the next image. I think our stream is stuck. So you guys do that and I'll show the previous image to the stream. So for those, if you're not judging, or sorry, if you're not speaking currently in the moment, would you just mute yourself? It just helps alleviate some of that background noise on the stream. Oh, thanks, Katie. So this is the image that scored silver just a second ago. The image is titled Haiti Gush Black and White. This image is titled Teamwork, and our judges have already viewed the image. So this image has scored a 28, a 29, which has not showed up on the stream because that would be easy. I see you, Katrina. Give me just a second. Oops. You guys might have to remember your scores, delete it, and then re-input it. I think that might help. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Now it's coming up. Okay, this image scores a 29, which is professional standard. However, Katrina, I saw you waving. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I've given it 39, and I need to back that up, and I'm happy to do that. And I did go high bronze, knowing that I would have a battle on my hands, to be honest, but I'm going to go for it. I think this is definitely worthy of a bronze, and that is all I'm asking for, if you'd consider coming up. So, technical flaws, absolutely. It's been heavily handled in terms of, obviously when I first leaned into this the face washer in the gentleman's hand was obviously quite blown out, and it's, there's been an attempt to bring it back, and it's all quite grey, and I can see that that's an obvious flaw, no doubt about it. Same with some of your blacks, they're completely blocked up. I agree, and I see it. For me, it's still worthy of an award. I think the framing, the composition is good. It's been really neatly done. And again, picking a moment that isn't this sort of typical height of birth moment. This is quite an unglamorous pedestrian moment, but it's an act of care that's, being recorded. There's a sort of intimacy to it. And I'm assuming that that's potentially maybe a father figure. I'm not sure. Could be well wrong. Could just be the husband. But either way, there's this act of tenderness and support there that I'm quite enjoying. And the body language, the shape of the limbs, the legs and the arms, the shapes that are going on there, I'm finding quite nice. So by all means, let's have a chat about it. But I certainly am asking you to come up into the bronze range if you'd consider it.
Yeah, thank you, Katrina. I would love to hear from Judge 3. You're sitting right there kind of in that mid-average range, and I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Looking at it and hearing what Katrina's been saying, I'm willing to come up. It was the face flannel. It was a couple of those, those technical things that were really holding me back from going in. But I do love the shape, and I do love the limbs, and I do love the crop. It kind of brings us into that moment. And I hear you, Kat, and I'm going to come up a bit.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. Does anyone else want to add to that? All right. We will have Katrina hold your scores, and everyone else can re-input. And you did it. You got it over the line. Well done. Congratulations to the entrant. So this image scores a 31, a bronze award. Okay, next image. Blood is thicker than water. And then after this, I'll have a judge swap. Amanda, thank you. And just to confirm, this is a sweet babe and parent in the birth pool with the placenta. This image scores a 39, which is a solid bronze. So congratulations to the entrant. I'd love a piece of feedback from one of you. Fee, I'd actually love to hear from you. And this image will also go to review.
Yeah, this is stunning. This is why we are a birth photographer, to capture these incredible moments. But why I've got into the award range for this image is that it's beautifully composed, beautifully lit, beautifully processed, and that white bucket just adds to the story. It's not a subtle cookie, it's like a in your face, here it is, here's full delivery, and I just love it. Congratulations to the photographer.
Yeah, thanks, Fiona. Anyone else want to add to that? Yeah, Katrina.
Yeah, this is really stunning, and as Fee said, perfectly composed, and the beautiful shape that they're making there. I also really loved. It kind of reminded me of like a astrological astronomy sort of photo, like all the little stars. I'm thinking about Andrew Campbell's work, like all these little stars, the sort of reddy, orangey, bit of blue in there. Yeah, really gorgeous. Like, this is so creepy, but I just want to get in that pool with them. Like, it's awesome. Well done.
Can we all go rush to Andrew Campbell now and tell him that he came up in a birth awards competition?
Can I just add one more comment? Thank you to the photographer for leaving this in color.
Yes, thank you. Well done. Congratulations to the entrant. Moving on to the next image. Oh, yes, Amanda.
Yeah, I'll pop off so Dania can come back on.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Amanda.
Dania, you're judge 4. This image is titled Family-Centered Hospital Birthing. This image has scored a 30, a bronze award. Congratulations to the entrant. I'd love a piece of feedback from one of you. Katie. Oh, Katie's mouse died, so she can't unmute. Dania.
Yeah, I was found this image really pleasing, actually. I loved the leading lines and how you sort of, your eye is led from the two parents down to that beautiful smile from the care provider there, and the baby, and just that little peek of the baby, like I quite liked it being cut off by this blue on the right hand side. I didn't mind that echoing through the blues in the pillow and the bands around the belly and also the cord. So I found it all very pleasing. The only thing I think I would have liked to see is there's maybe just a bit too much headroom that's not necessary. And there's just a tiny peek of the care provider's face in the top right hand corner. I either want to see more of that or less of it. So yeah, I think just a cropping issue for me, and to really commit to that high bronze. I was a sort of mid-low bronze. But yeah, a really pleasing image. Well done to the entrant.
Thanks, Dania. Anyone else want to add anything? All right, we'll move on to the next image. This image is titled Home Birth, VBAC after 2 cesareans. Can you see what I see? There are no hands in this photo. Why, you wonder? After 2 previous cesareans, it was important to this mama to receive her own baby into her own hands. And in the moment of birth, she was kneeling forward. This is actually quite a long description. So I might just read that and leave the rest to the judges to have a read through. We always appreciate for titles just having 1 or 2 sentences. Just a friendly reminder.
You're on mute, Lacey.
This image scores 27, which is a professional practice image. So well done to the entrant. I would love a piece of feedback for this entrant. Does anyone want to give them some feedback? Katrina.
What held this back for me was the reflection of the photographer's camera and flash. I'm assuming that that's what that is. I'm happy to be corrected. Up near the baby's head. That's quite distracting for me. Otherwise, yeah, quite nice and certainly professional. But yes, definitely something to keep in mind moving forward.
Yeah, thanks. Again, that's just a direction of the flash, isn't it? You change that flash, you get a different reflection, and you avoid you in that reflection altogether.
I'm happy to add feedback too, Lace.
Yeah, I see everyone is kind of wanting. So I saw M, so I'll go to M. Yeah, just keep your comments to about a sentence or 2.
I wanted to commend the photographer for having a sharp focus on the baby's face in the water. Well done.
Thanks, Emily. Katie.
Yeah, I agree with both ladies' comments. I would almost love to see this image flipped around the other way. And it might have sort of brought the story together a little bit more for me. I did read the title and the story underneath it, and I'm thinking maybe the whole image itself was flipped and slightly brought in a little bit more. That would probably do it more for me.
Yeah, thanks, Katie. And then Fiona, did you want to get yours in?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that I don't feel the fairy lights are adding to the story, and if you had considered perhaps dare we say, a circle crop, you would have been able to get rid of the reflection of the camera and the distraction of the fairy lights, which would have brought us in and more focus to that hands-free.
Yeah, great feedback. Thanks, everybody. Everyone had someone different to say. I love that. All right, next image. This image is titled Baby. This image scores a 30, a bronze award. Congratulations to the entrant. We do not require any feedback from you, so we will move on to the next image. Before we move to the next image, Katie, I know you will have to go soon, so we have Kate here to take over for Katie. Thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Kate? Oh,
I can hold on here until Kate comes in.
yeah, cool. I thought Kate was here. Oh, there she is.
Okay.
I'm here.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right. We'll pull up that next image. This image is titled Cut.
What judge number am I?
You are judge number 5.
Okay.
And I'll just get you to, yeah, thanks, Kate. There we go. This image scores a 27, a professional practice. Well done. Could I just grab some feedback from Dania?
Hi. Yes. I love this moment, this beautiful moment, like, and the baby's so crisp and sharp. I think the thing that drew this back for me and why I scored it so low were two things. The highlights are definitely there's no information there, and I think just given in the theater situation, we need to make sure our cameras are properly the settings are set properly for those blown highlights, and if we need to bring up the shadows in post, then it's better than having the blown highlights. And also it's just this magenta that I feel like is supposed to be blue. And so it looks like someone's played with or the artist has played with the HSL sliders, and I'm not sure it's working for this image. So those were the two things that really drew it back for me from being an award image otherwise, because I think given the proper settings and things, this could have awarded for me.
Yeah, thanks, Dania. I see lots of people nodding in agreement. I think Dania has covered that really, really well. So we will move on to the next image. Waiting for the placenta birth. So this image scores a 28. Super solid professional practice. So I'd love to get a comment from Emily.
How did I know? Look, this is a beautiful, beautiful moment. We're all getting led into that birth pool and to that baby. Focus. You've hit the focus right on, baby. Look, I do go out of frame into the right-hand side, and I can understand why you wouldn't have been able to crop that out. But all in all, it's a very solid, very, very good capture, and it's exactly what we would expect to be delivering to our clients. So well done.
Thanks, Emily. Anyone else want to add to that? Kate.
Yeah, I want to say to the entrant that I appreciate the black and white conversion. I think it's quite pleasing to view. The thing for me is it's that commit to crop or go wide. It's like in that awkward middle area. So I would have liked to have seen this a little bit wider and a little bit more up. I know that I'm not in that room, so I'm not too sure how they could have done that. But if they could have, that would have been top. The highlights are a little bit blown in, obviously, the window area and along the side of the edge of the birth pool. So I would bring those down a little bit. But yeah, I just really, really like the black and white conversion.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. And yeah, a little bit of intentional dodging and burning, I think, would be fantastic too. Okay, next image. This image is titled First Sight. This image has scored a bronze award. Congratulations to the entrant. I'd love to have some feedback from Judge 3. Oh, Emily.
Woohoo! I'm Judge 3.
Oh, I'm psychic.
Look, I love the title of this image with the I love the title with the image. Everyone's getting the first look except for mum. Like, yeah. It's beautiful. Well seen moment. And you've got the focus, away from mum. We're all looking in on those people. And I kind of, this is why I scored in the bronze range, is because we are being held there and we're getting held by everybody's different reaction that's happening there. And that's what documentary photography is about. So excellent work. A little bit of cropping. Look, I don't like having fingers and things cut off. Like that's a real shame. But, and maybe a step to the left would have changed things just a little bit in what we're eliminating and including in the background there. But yeah, well done. Good job.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. Dania.
I don't know if this was intentional or not, but you see the ultrasound photo in the background, and I really appreciated that being left there. particularly the first look. I just appreciated the repetition of that first look, and then that was probably one of the first looks of their babies in that ultrasound photo. So for me, the color toning was not to my preference. It was a bit too not enough pink in the people's faces. Like yeah, just the color toning was a bit flat for me. But the storytelling was what tipped it over the edge for me, and I actually awarded it a solid bronze.
Yeah, thanks, Dania. This is some great feedback for the entrant. We'll move on to the next image. This image is titled, Ready or Not, Here I Come. This image has scored a silver award of 41. So congratulations. I'd love a comment. Who wants to give some feedback to this entrant?
I'm happy to give some feedback.
Yeah, thanks, Katrina.
Yeah, so this...
Sorry, I just think this is an automatic challenge because there's but
yeah,
anyway.
There is.
Yeah.
Good point. Thank you, Dania. There is someone in gold. Who is that? Judge 4. Okay, let's start a discussion. We can start with Katrina. That's fine. It doesn't matter who we start with on an automatic. So.
Oh, that's right. Okay, got you. Yes, I'm happy with this in silver. I think it's yeah, look, it's been exceptionally, it's very, very well done. It is pin sharp to my eye, sharp where it needs to be. I think leaving that much negative space has worked perfectly, and obviously that's all just fallen into black, but again, it works with this sort of spotlight, almost theatrical scene that we get with the Caesars. Yeah, I believe it's been very well handled by someone who clearly knows what they're doing. So happy to reward that. Yeah, composition's all very nice and clean. Well done. I'm listening.
Yeah, thanks, Katrina. Let's hear from Dania.
Yeah, look, I think this image definitely deserves a silver, and I awarded it gold because I just felt like there was just a little bit that much more to it than even just the high silvers. I would love to see it come up because I think given how hard we've seen it is to get a really lovely image in theater, I think this is really well seen. I think it's very pleasing to look at. And they've obviously gotten to the side of the belly, which I am intrigued on this perspective, on where they are in the theater, and that to me it looks like they're behind that curtain. So I don't know where they're standing, and I think it's been a really well captured image and they've been obviously given, yeah, they're in a different spot than I normally stand. So yeah, I just really appreciated how the artists not only captured this, but also treated it. And to me, I felt like it was deserving of a high score.
Yeah, thanks, Dania. Emily, were you wanting to have a comment?
The only thing that held me back a little bit was, and I was in solid silver, it absolutely deserves a silver. It is a well-executed image. You've nailed, you understand the constraints that you're working in, and you've exposed beautifully for that. except in the blacks, there is a teensy tiny, teeny little bit of something going on there. There's some detail and stuff in there that I don't know which has been a bit more burned out. Look, that's me, you know, being really nitpicky here. I want it to be solid, really solid, and I'm just bringing up the brightness, and I can see, I know I'm bringing up the brightness and I can see that there is a person actually in the background there, which doesn't take away much from me. But I think either really get rid of that or don't.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. I guess when we're asking for gold, you know, we are asking for damn near perfection. So, Kate.
Yeah, look, I just want to ask to see if the other judges agree. I'm in a silver. I feel like the focus is on the mum's belly just before the baby's torso. Is that right? I feel like if the baby's face was in focus, I would definitely be going to gold, but I feel like it's definitely falling.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to tell because of how much fluid is on the baby's face, is whether it's focused or not, or whether it's the same focus plane. But
it's definitely nitpicking. I absolutely love the image. As soon as it came up, I was like, wow, like it's so visually pleasing. I love the negative space. That's the only thing that's keeping me from going further up, is that focus. But I just didn't know if I was the only one not seeing that.
Thank you, Kate. All 5 judges, if there's nothing left to add to the discussion, then we can all rescore. Judge 3, could you fix your score, please? Thank you. This image scores a 43. So silver award. Congratulations, and beautiful discussion for this image. We'll move on to the next image. On her hands and knees, she rests between contractions in the shower. Congratulations to the entrant. This image has scored a 38, which is a bronze award. We do not require any feedback at this time. Next image. Birthing Serenity. This image has scored a 19, so in that approaching professional standard range. The intern hasn't asked for feedback, but all of our judges are in pretty much agreement. So I would love to have just a quick piece of feedback from one of our judges.
I will.
Yeah, Katrina.
This photographer, this image could definitely benefit from a crop, so do consider that next time. You've got some details around the edges that are not really contributing to our story, but also camera quality. Just have a look at if you can get your hands on a slightly better camera. Your pixels are sort of bleeding into each other a bit, so that would really help as well. But don't be discouraged. You are definitely well and truly on your track to, on track to being a good birth photographer. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Katrina. Even just buying in addition to, or not both, but even just getting a solid, good piece of glass can make all the difference. So even if you have an older camera body, if you go pick up a $200, 50 millimeter 1.4 lens, 2.8 lens, it's going to make all the difference in that. So something to keep in mind as well. Great feedback. Thank you, Katrina. Did anyone else want to add to that? No, cool. I think that's a great starting place. So thank you, judges. This image is titled, After a Storm Comes the Rainbow. We have very consistent judging. So we have a 29, a professional standard image. I'll just mark this image for review because our panel will be reviewing it. We do not require any feedback, so thank you, judges. Moving on to the next image. This image is titled, Hold Me Close. This image has scored a 23, which is professional practice. This entrant does not require any feedback at the moment, so we will continue on. Thank you, judges. This image is titled, On the Other Side of the Curtain. This image scores a 28, which is a solid professional practice image. Thank you, judges. I'd love to have a comment. Kate.
Yeah, I want to congratulate the entrant because it is not something that we see a lot of, what is happening in a C-section after bub is born. And I just really, really appreciate that. I would have been in bronze, definitely, if the focus didn't fall on the blue sheet. I think that's what is letting it down for me, because I kind of want to see mum in focus and what is happening with the C-section area. The highlights are a little bit blown. I want to see a little bit more contrast, a little bit more punch. I appreciate that it's in color. I don't think it would work the same in black and white, but definitely on the right track. It's just that focus for me.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. I think specifically if they use a little bit of burning on the uterus and around where some of those highlights are blown, that will help bring some contrast back into, which could be helpful. Okay, Dania, real quick.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but it almost feels like the shutter speed's a bit low here. And so even just increasing that shutter speed would help the highlight problem on the left-hand side. And unless you're wanting to keep the motion blur of that uterus coming or out, and then perhaps changing your ISO. But yeah, I was the same as Kate. I would have loved to award this as well.
Yeah, thanks, guys. All right, next image. Sweet Zenith. Title of this image is Sweet Zenith. Thank you, judges. This image has scored a 27, which is a professional practice image. We can move on to the next image. We do not require any feedback for this entrant. Calm after the storm. Mother taking a moment to be at peace after giving birth as others around her celebrate. This image has scored a 25, which is a professional practice image. Thank you, judges, and we can move on to the next image. Birthing on the dining room floor. This image has scored a 34, a bronze award. Congratulations to the entrant on your bronze award. Could we just get a piece of feedback? Fiona, I'd love to hear from you.
Can I challenge, please?
Yeah, you can. Judge 4.
Sorry, Fiona. I'd love to hear your feedback.
I'll just challenge you.
I'm just going to interrupt you.
First.
I really love this image. It really hit me. I mean, the first thing that I saw was the little boy holding the bunny, and that photo in itself just made me warm and fuzzy inside. And then my eye went around and I saw the rest of this image, and I can see that there are probably technical flaws and cropping things that you guys will want to point out. So I'll leave that to you all. But for me, the story hit me, and I think I love that the whole family is involved. I mean, we don't know that this is the whole family, but I think it's the whole family with their child there and their 2 children. And I just feel like all the little nuggets in here really made me want to see it awarded a silver. I put it in the silver range, and I would love to challenge it to come up. It's a very pleasing image. Well told story.
Dania, thank you. I'd love to hear from someone else. Katrine, oh, everyone all at one time. Fiona. We'll go to B.
Absolutely a pleasing image. Absolutely agree with you there. Really enjoyed those little tasty nuggets. The fact that the cell phone's there, it's open, it's ready to dial a number. The kid and the bunny, definitely a lovely little nugget to balance out. I just can't work out if the person in the mustard jumper is the kid grown up or if it's the supporting partner. That was messing with my head a little bit. Right down to the anatomy colouring book on the bookshelf. You know, obviously they've been teaching their kid through anatomy. It's exciting, it's interesting, which is why I went straight to silver, or bronze rather. But going to silver, I needed the technical things to be ticked as well. I'm happy to award an emotive image with a bronze, but if you want me to go higher, I need some technical boxes ticked, and we've missed a few of those. So I'm still listening. Talk to me.
Thanks, Fee. Kate, let's hear from you.
Yeah, the post-processing and the colouring on this is just delicious. It was the first thing I noticed. I agree with Dania in the sense of documentary and the left-hand side with the shelves telling a story and everything like that. I just wish I could see what it would look like with a tighter crop, possibly a circle to mirror the crowning. I think it's just another one of those images where it's stuck in the middle, either a bit wider to be more documentary and everyone take in everything, or tighter and focused really on mum and birthing partner there. But I am listening. I will come up. Congratulations to the entrant, because the colouring is just divine.
Thanks, Kate. Before we move on to Emily, Fiona, can you show us your beautiful sheet of paper?
Why did I not think of that?
Yeah. As soon as you said circle crop, Fiona pulled out her sheet of paper, and I was like, I wish that I could get a photo of this. So
that makes so much more sense.
It's a little tip for judges if you want a cheat sheet. There you go. Thanks, Fee. Emily, let's take it over to you.
I love it. I'm like the biggest fan of circle crops, and I don't even have one of those, Fee. So awesome. Okay. I guess I was kind of sitting in this image, and as I sat with it, there was little extra bits and pieces that were like popping out at me, and I love the colouring book. I love the fundamentals of nursing. I love the image of the little person holding the little toy. over on the left-hand side. I love the phone is ready and it's ready to go. Do I need the chair and the edge of the shelf over on the right-hand side? I don't know. Could I have lost that and that would have taken me a little higher? Possibly. I agree. The tones in this are just gorgeous, but I kind of wonder, there's something that's just kind of not nailing it to go super high. I don't think I was actually in award range, but I'm willing to come up a little bit. But it's a really solid image that the family would absolutely adore. But yeah, I feel like it's just maybe it's the same confusion I have. Do I want it to go really wide? If we're knowing it's the living room, maybe we need to see the living room.
Dining room.
Sorry. If we need to see the dining room. We've got a hint of it. Maybe that's what we needed to really take it up there for me. But yeah, well done. You know what you're doing, and you've got this moment beautifully.
Thanks, Emily. Katrina, did you want to add to that, or are we happy to rescore?
I'll be quick. Yes, I agree. The treatment is very pleasing and it's been handled very well. I'm not sure if I'm ready to come up to silver. I'm definitely happy to come up high bronze for sure. I'm not sure how much the photographer has really brought to this scene to go up, to take it into that next level. But I certainly can, I can feel and hear what that the noise that she is making and what she's feeling. The birthing person, sorry. The fee, I had the same thing. It took me a second to go, is that a kid or is that an adult? I'm pretty confident it's an adult, but I do love that he's, the fact that he's looking at the mum, the birthing person, but yeah, he's managing to have his hand right down there where this baby's coming out and he's still holding, gaze with the mum, birthing person. Sorry, I keep doing that. Yeah, I'm coming up high bronze. There's a lot of back ahead situation going on, which I'm finding a little bit distracting, but overall a very solid image.
Thanks, Katrina.
Do I get a right of reply here?
You do.
Yeah, I can see what everyone's saying, and I've been grappling with this. And then at the same time, I'm just seeing more and more in it. I think the thing for me is you can tell that it's happening fast. And again, I just think it's a beautiful moment captured where the photographer hasn't had probably a whole lot of time to position themselves. And I can hear what everyone is saying. I think artistically, I'm loving how the flower is repeating with the crowning baby, just that red repeating. And to me, it's the nuggets are pleasing, and yeah, I totally hear that there are things that aren't happening in it, but I do think it's definitely, and it's been awarded, but I do believe it's worth an extra few points to come up if you all can see that fit.
Thank you, Dania. Okay, so Dania's asking for silver. Please hold your score and judges re-enter yours. And just while you guys do that, I'll just read to the live stream. Our judges actually have a rubric that they go by to make sure that each image fits within the award category. And silver is the photographer has displayed superior skill and knowledge in lighting, creativity, and composition. Let me navigate my million tabs that are open. Here we go. And this image has scored a 38, which I do believe that has come up just a couple of more points for the entrant. So congratulations to the entrant, and thank you, judges. Well done. I always love these discussions because we get to spend a little bit more time on the images. Okay, next image. Dad's pride and joy. Dad helped deliver baby to mom's chest.
so jealous, Sam.
I love this. This image has scored a 22, a professional practice image. Well done to the entrant, and thank you, judges. We do not require any feedback for this image, so we'll move on to the next image. This image is titled, "Contractions that help placenta expulsion are usually taboo. Women can be surprised to experience them. These contractions can be very hard to handle physically, but also mentally, especially after a long, difficult birth." This image has scored a 23, a professional practice image. We'll move on to the next image. This image is titled, "Mama, I Got You." This image has scored a 28, high professional practice image. Could I just get a couple of pieces of feedback for this entrant? Fiona.
Beautiful moment, well seen. Something that I know the family is going to love, that touching moment. So well done on seeing that. I'm not sure that the photographer is bringing much more than that moment. There's obviously not a shortage of light, so we've got time to get our focus. We could increase our shutter speed even. We're working towards the right direction. Great job.
Yeah, thanks, Fee. Emily.
Yeah, and just further to that, even after you've taken the shot, because toddlers move quick, right? Seconds later, that flannel was probably thrown in the water. Just eliminate the highlights that are taking us out of the image over into the left hand and the top. Again, circle crop looks great, but I think this is a solid image for the family to have. Yeah, beautiful. Well seen. Keep going.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. I also see these beautiful reflections from those windows, and I don't see those windows in birth centers every so often. So I want to go stand in that room and look and see what I can create architecturally with the shadows from that. Is the first thing that I'm actually thinking about when looking at this. So yeah. Great job to the entrant on a solid professional practice image. Thank you, judges. We'll move on to the next image. This image is titled, "Pure Delight." This image has scored a 24, which is a solid professional practice image. We do not require any feedback. Excuse me. We do not require any feedback for this image, so we will move on to the next one. I can see the bottom of the sheet. Just a note to our live streamers. We have about 20 images left. So we'll be working through these last few, and then we'll take about a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back and do a review. Okay, this image is titled Father Strong Skin to Skin with Son. This image has scored an 18, which is just under professional practice. So we have an approaching professional practice image. This entrant has not requested feedback, but I do want to give the entrant something to go off of. Emily.
In this moment, you've got the choice to move around a little bit as well. I feel like you've got a stronger image if you came down in the same level as Dad, and it would make him appear stronger as well. I see what you're doing with the flash. You're getting there. It looks like a direct flash, and it's a bit of a shame that all of that hot spot is on Dad's head. But please, revisit this and have a look at when you're in births again, and move around. Take lots and lots and lots of photos and experiment with using flash and with bouncing your flash when you have the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. I think that's such a great point to keep in mind, that there's different various points in birth, right? There's the fast moving parts where you're kind of scrambling and you're like, oh shit, I just need to click the shutter and hope it sticks. And then there's other moments where there are quieter moments and more serene moments where we do have the opportunity to make conscious decisions and move around. And so where are my overshooters at? In the house? All of us. So in those quieter moments, take the time to go and overshoot and try different things and experiment, because that's where we're really going to learn, is but just by stuffing up and then revisiting it. So thank you, Emily. Fiona.
Yeah, just a general comment. If this photographer is looking to explore birth photography, there is some fantastic educational material online in which you can develop your skills by watching. So I suggest you get in there, educate yourself, follow along on those brilliant tutorials out there, Lacey, and and keep exploring.
Thanks, Fee. Shameless plug there. Yeah, totally agree. There's lots of resources out there, not just mine, but there's some incredible resources out there. Tavia Redburn, Leilani Rogers, Janet Monet from Birth Becomes You, just some incredible instructors out there that you can go and learn from. So, all right, next image. This image is titled Sisterly Love. This image has scored a 30. No, a 29. Am I on the right image? Yes. Yes. This image has scored a 29, a professional practice image. Kate, I'd love to get a comment from you.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone knows I'm a lover of tattoos, but that tattoo is amazing. And the composition of the birthing person and what position they are in actually complements the tattoo very well. I prefer a warmer image, but I'm actually enjoying the cooler tones in this one. I think it suits really well. I can see the sisterly love, and I can see that she's blowing on her face to cool her down. But I feel like that distracts me a lot. I don't think it's a flattering shot. I'm looking at like topping so you can just see mum's shoulders and have her back to be the main focal point. I just would play with the crop a bit, but I definitely think that, yeah, professional practice and going in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. When I saw that tattoo, I thought, man, that puts mine to shame. How big and amazing that is. I could never sit for something so big so long. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to add to that, Fiona?
If I was the tattoo artist, I'd be thrilled with this shot. Like, I'd be so stoked. But you've titled it Sisterly Love, so I'm looking to the sisters, and unfortunately they're not falling in focus. That crop recommendation was great. If you take out the bottom half and you just show the strength of the tattoo, the power, the birthing person, the support of the sister, then you would have been heading towards a higher score.
Yeah, thanks so much. We'll just move on to the next image. This image is titled Dual Life-Giving Forces. This image has scored a 24, which is in our professional standard image range. Could I just get a comment from Katrina, please?
You may. It took me a second to figure this one out. Obviously, I'm assuming it was the dual life-giving forces, you know, the apparatus and the umbilical cord. Happy to be corrected if I'm wrong. Yeah, this photographer is definitely on the right track. I applaud them for getting in close, but it's a little bit distracting. I'm not quite sure where my eye is supposed to rest. It's sort of pinging around in an erratic sort of matter. So definitely on the right track. I think you've probably got a better frame from this same birth to work with.
Yeah, great feedback. Fiona?
Just those highlights are probably why we're struggling to settle somewhere. They're across the back of the wrist and across the chest of the birthing person. So that's where we're going, and then we get distracted by, we look for shapes. The brain naturally looks for shapes. So then we're looking at the breast, and then we're missing the point of this dual life-giving force. So yeah, a little tight on the crop would have given us more scope of what was happening to take this into an award category. But otherwise, well seen documentary shot.
Thanks, Fee. We'll move on to
Point out that the crispness on that cord is phenomenal. Like, it's so gorgeous. Anyway, sorry.
Thanks, Tanya. We'll move on to the next image. This image is titled A Vernix Laced Splash into the World. This image has scored a 31. Congratulations, and well documented by the photographer. We don't need any feedback from you judges, which is sad because I want to chat about it. But yeah, we'll move on to the next image. This image is titled "Went Out for an Epidural." And I just want to confirm that this is.
Can we confirm what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Orange?
Yep, orange in a bed. This image scored a 24, which is a professional practice image. Thank you, judges. Could I just have a comment from Judge 5?
Yeah, sure. The title.
Pop out for a sec.
Thanks, Fee.
The title gets me. I don't see connection between the title and the storytelling in the image. I'm a little bit confused. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I love the emotion on Mum's face, like that. Oh my God, what just happened? That like shock. I just want to see more. I'm not really drawn into, like, my eyes just keep going around and I can't focus on which, like, baby, Mum's face, the hands. Yeah, I'm just a little bit confused as to where I'm supposed to be focusing on.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. Does anyone want to add to that? Dania.
Yeah, with the title, I guess my assumption was that she's gone out to get an epidural and the baby's come quickly and hasn't been able to get that epidural, and that's why we have the shock on the face and everything. That's my assumption, but yeah, you're right. It was, for me, it was a bit of a far-fetched connection to make. I think another crop commit, hey, would go far here, a crop commit and a more honed in title. And I think we'd be looking at scoring higher. I think if you just even not worry about the sides, but the bottom, just crop off like this much off the bottom, then you've got your hands and your face, and it creates a really pleasing image to look at. I love the image and wanted to score it higher again, but it was that, and it was a bit of the darks as well on the left hand side for me. It's just a bit too clipped.
Yeah, great feedback. Thank you, judges. We'll just move on to the next image. Hit a wall. This image has scored a 25. right in that professional standard range. So thank you, judges. We will move on to the next image. Waiting for the break. This image has scored a 30, a bronze award. Well done. And congratulations to this entrant. What an amazing capture. We will move on to the next image. This image is titled In the Cervix. I think our judges want to have a really good look at this image. So Judge Ford, do we have a score in?
I made a mistake.
Okay. Thanks. This image scores a 32, which is a professional bronze. Professional bronze. This image is a bronze award, a 32. There, I got it out. Thank you, judges, and congratulations to the entrant. I'd love to have a piece of feedback or a comment on this image. Emily, is that a very indirect pick me?
We've been talking about circle crops. We got one. Okay. This works because of the caption as well. I don't know if you've seen those diagrams that, well, actually you would have seen the diagrams. Everyone's seen the diagrams of how dilated 10 centimeters is and all of that kind of stuff. I really want this circle to be 10 centimeters wide. I love that what the caregiver there is doing is, I'm guessing, an internal, and the mum's face or helping along. The circle works with it beautifully, and well done on capturing this moment and keeping us in the frame by your deliberate use of a circle crop. We don't just use them for fun. They're not just a gimmick. They can really add to the story, so well done.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. Anyone else? Katrina.
Yeah, I agree that the circle crop works 100%, but for me it needs to be smaller. Just bring it in tighter. The details around the outside for me aren't adding anything to the story. I want to get in a little bit closer, keep that tighter. And also the blacks are quite blocked up, particularly in the midwife's, legs and feet. There's not a lot of separation in her foot at all from between that and the floor, so just be careful of that. But yeah, well done. Congratulations, bronze award.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. There's a couple of really great pieces of feedback that this entrant can do to go back and rework this, to play around, to should they choose to. Okay, next image. Small corner, big moment. This image has scored a 28, which is a solid professional practice image. So well done to this entrant. We will move on to the next image. This image is titled Determined. This image has scored a 29. Whoa, voice. What the heck was that? This image has scored a 29. Thank you, judges. This will actually go back up for review, and we will get to determine its fate. We'll move on to the next image. Triumph. This image is titled Triumph. Oh, I think we're stuck on the live stream. I see you. Hang on, I'll fix it. There we go. And we might just have to delete and re-enter our scores. Oh, no, you don't have to. Jokes. JK. This image has scored a 32, which is a bronze award. So congratulations to the entrant. Well done. We will move on through to the next image. Some of our judges in the States are still watching. They're like, yes, I am still awake. No apologies. All right, next image. Embrace. Also, congratulations to the author of Triumph. I don't know if I congratulated them. Well done. Embrace. This image has scored a 25, which does come in right in the middle of professional practice. So this is exactly where we should be. So well done to the entrant. We will move on to the next image. We don't require any feedback from you judges for a few more images. Drip. This image is titled Drip. This image has scored a 29. Ha! We will mark this image for review, and it scores just on that precipice of a bronze award. So we will come back to it in just a moment. I want pieces of paper too. I feel like really left out right now. All of our judges are cropping with like their hands. I did an Instagram with this, so if y'all haven't seen my Instagram of that, y'all are missing out. It's really fun. Next image. This image is titled A Family Affair. Y'all, I have like 10 cups on my desk. It's bad. This image has scored a 25, a professional standard image. Congratulations to the entrant. We will move on to the next image. This image is titled Breathing Her Precious Girl Down. This image scores a 25, a professional practice image. So well done, and congratulations to the entrant. Okay, our final image. Love Touch. This image is titled Love Touch. This image has scored a 37, a bronze award. So congratulations and well done to the entrant. I'd love a piece of feedback. Who would like to give this entrant some feedback? Katrina. Is that you nodding yes, I want to, or?
Yeah, I'm always happy to talk, absolutely. Where'd you go? This is really beautiful. I definitely would have gone even higher. So I was at silver. Had there been more space on the left-hand side near the birthing person's elbow, there must be a reason why that wasn't included. But yeah, I mean, obviously, visually, all these hands coming in is quite incredible. They're all, you know, they're all telling their own little story. They're all doing their own little particular touch. The tattoo on the birthing person's belly, which is evidently a woman who is also in water, wasn't lost on me. The crispness of that splash where that person has scooped up some water at her back there, I really enjoyed as well. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen it come a bit higher or talked about it, but for me, it works. It's quite beautiful. The colours are lovely, and I really enjoy that it's been burnt out. All the lighting has created it so that we've got that black strip at the top. Yeah, well done.
Thanks, Katrina. Kate, I think I saw you attempting to get my attention a second ago.
Yes, it's a very yummy image. I love the tones. I absolutely love that water splash at the right hand side there. Love the tattoos and the coloring and the tones. I would love it to come up further, but for me, it was just the highlights on the bath are distracting me a little bit. My eye keeps going straight to them, so maybe burn those down a little bit and bring up mum's belly a little bit. Like I kind of want to see more there. It's just a little bit dark, not too much, but yeah, congratulations to the entrant because this is such a beautiful image.
Yeah, thanks, Kate. Dania, did you want to give one thing to the entrant?
Yeah, for me, it was the skew that was stopping me from coming up higher. And I recognized that maybe if the entrant had taken, like gone a step to the left or the right, it might have lost some of those details. But I just found this such a beautiful image. And yeah, it was only the sort of a little bit off kilter feel that was throwing me from actually scoring it into probably the golds.
Thanks, Dania. Okay, well, this concludes all of our images, all 401, which is absolutely incredible. Yes, yes, yes. All good things must come to an end, and all of your good images and incredible images have come to an end. So we are so happy that you have been joining us for our live feed. We are actually going to just pause for a moment, and then we will come back with our review. So sit tight. Just give us about 5 minutes. Hello, hello, hello. We are back for our challenge sesh. And it also appears that we had an opportunity for an automatic challenge. And it just slipped by us. So we have recognized that we have missed one of the automatic challenges. And we actually want to go back and revisit that image to keep everything nice and consistent and fair. So we have this image pulled up. I'm just going to refresh this live stream for you. We have formulated our panel of judges who was on the panel when they judged this image. And whoops, I think I missed. I missed that. There we go. We got it. Okay. So this image actually had somebody who scored this in gold, and that was judge number 2. And so that makes this image an automatic challenge. And so I would like to open up a discussion about this image. It was titled The First Look. And so if we could just have a couple of comments to get us started, and I would love to hear from Selena.
Yeah, so I might open because I'm the judge that scored this as a gold, and I put it in the 46. I put it at 46, and I'd love to explain to the panel why that is and what it is that appealed to me about this particular image. So the first thing that I really enjoyed about it was the fact that this is from the perspective of the father, which is very unusual and something that we don't see a great deal of in birth photography, is that real focus on the father's interaction. And also too, it's a really it's quite a different angle with which to it looks like a cesarean, and it's quite a different angle for the photographer to be in, and a fantastic composition, and it's amazing composition, and really clever thinking from the photographer to actually come from that particular angle to actually get this shot, to get the baby in the picture, to, you've got the drape in there that tells the story. You've got the father in there, you've got the baby in there, which, has a little bit of what looks like a little bit of motion blur in its upper torso and back of its head, indicating it's coming towards the father. I'm assuming it's the father. But I think what has really captivated me in this particular one is the fact that the hand that he's holding is not his own. It looks to be as though the mother in the birthing person is also present in this image, albeit very subtle and very, very quiet presence. And for me, that is what really elevates this out of a bronze or a silver image into a gold image, because it's got, so many different elements in this image that it's very well executed, very well composed, and it's got some really unique elements to it. So I've put it in at 46, and I'm asking for a gold.
Yeah, thank you, Selena. I'd love to have a comment from Judge 5. You're not very far off. You're just sitting in silver. And I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I scored this as silver. I think, we haven't been handing out a lot of silvers or golds throughout this competition. So I think, this is everything Selena said. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that gold nugget of the mum's hand as well. I didn't actually even realize that. So that has just elevated it for me. There's just a couple of things which is why I didn't go into that next level. The baby is a little bit out of focus. The focus is on the fingers and the feet, and just the banding around the father's face. It's just like my eye just keeps going there. And so for me, yeah, it's definitely a solid silver. I absolutely love it. I'm just not sure I can go into that next gold category.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Belle. Well, Fiona.
The longer we've been able to sit with this image and the more that I've heard from you guys about what you've seen, the more value it adds to the image. So as I've said, I'm quite a technical judge, so I was distracted by technical elements. But I did award it straight away into bronze because it's definitely an award image. Where it sits in that award range takes a little time to process sometimes. What I'm seeing here now that I've had time to sit with it is the creation of Adam, that Michelangelo piece on the top of the Sistine Chapel, where they're reaching out to connect with each other. You know, the way Babe's got his hand out and Mum and Dad are there waiting to receive him. Even that homage to an artist like that, it just blows my mind. So I can be forgiving of that tight crop on Baby, and I can be forgiving of those other things because it is an exceptionally well seen and captured moment. I am very much prepared to come up into a high silver. Please tip me into gold.
Yeah. Thanks, Fiona. I would love to hear from Kate.
Yeah, I'm in the low bronze, but I am listening and I do see a lot of things that have been pointed out now, so I will be coming up. I'm the same with Fiona in terms of the technical on this one, but I do appreciate what everyone's saying, so I will come up.
Thanks, Kate. Rihanna, did you have anything that you wanted to add to this?
No, I think it's all been covered. I'm happy to come up too.
Amazing. So all 5 of you are actually able to re-input your scores. So this image is sitting in bronze, and it's come up to silver. Yes. This image has scored a 44, which is a silver award. So absolutely incredible job to the entrant. And thank you so much, judges.
Does that go for review because it's 44?
It will go for review since it's 44. Absolutely. Thank you, Selena. So we are going to let Kate go. Thank you for joining us. Thanks, Kate. And Dania's going to hop in for Kate. And we're going to go ahead and do our reviews. So this is really exciting. We decided that we will use our hands. Yes, we have thumbs. So what's going to happen now is I was telling the judges, I was like, if you have a piece of paper, just write yes or no and hold it up. And someone was like, you have thumbs, Lacey. So amazing. What we're going to do is we're going to pull up an image on the live stream for you. And then we're going to ask our judges to please preview it. And if they want to bump it up to the next category, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to keep it in the same category, give me a thumbs down for no for bumping it up. And majority wins. All right. Are we ready? We are on image 6. Sorry, image, the one that's highlighted way up at the top. The image is titled Hands of Minnie. So this image actually scored a 29. Judges, do you want to bump this image up? 1, 2 yeses, 3 yeses. Majority wins. So this will go up to a bronze award. Congratulations to the entrant. We'll move on to the next image. So we are on row 10. This image is titled The Touch of Life. And I'll actually have Shay jump on for this, if you can, please. Is Shay there? No? Emily? Is M there? M. Hi. We're just on row 10. This image is called The Touch of Life. So this image scored a 29 professional practice. Do we want to bump it up to a bronze? Thumbs up for yes. Amazing. Congratulations to the entrant. You just bagged a bronze award. All right. So just moving on. We're now on row 29. This image is titled Supported Birth Release. And this image actually scored a 29.4. Do we want to bump this image up into that next category range? 1, 2, 3, 4. Amazing. So this image will be bumped up into that bronze award range. So thank you, judges. Next image. This image has no title, and it has scored is this right? So this is a 28. So this actually would not be down for review. Sorry, guys. We'll move to the next image. That's incorrect. Can someone confirm on the panel for me that I'm reading that right? This is, yeah. Okay, cool. So the next image that we are looking at is row 78. This image is titled Rainbows, and it scored a 29. Please give me a thumbs up if you want to vote this one up to a bronze award. 1, 2, 3. It goes up to a bronze. Congratulations to the entrant. Moving on to the next review is just the one below that, judges. This image is titled In Our Hands, Mom and Dad Catching Baby's Head Together While the CNM Supports the Perineum. This image scored a 29. Just let me know. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Majority gets it. Congratulations to the entrant. We have a bronze award. Our next image is row 95, judges. And this image is titled Happiness is Here. It is sitting at 29.4. Do we want to up it or down it? Not down it, sorry. Up it or keep it the same. So it looks like this one will stay in the professional practice range. Thank you, judges. The next image for review is row 142. Is that correct? No. 131. 131?
Lacey, can I also please get you to check row 104?
Thank you for double checking.
I'm checking as we go through.
Oh, yes, I see that. Perfect. I was going to ask you guys to have a skim through the ones that aren't marked in case we missed any. So thank you, judges, for being on the ball. Let's look at 104. So 104 should be up for review. So this image is sitting at a silver. A baby brother arrives. So this image is sitting at a 44. Do we want to bring this up into the gold or keep it in that silver range? Oh, this is intense. Yay! Congratulations. The entrant has scored a gold award. I'm so glad that you guys caught that.
The fact that that one made me teary is what made me go up.
Wait a minute. This bitch is skipping images. Congratulations to the entrant. I'm also now having a skim, so there will be multiple of us checking to make sure we didn't miss any. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the next image is 131. Oh, no. It got a gold. No, it's a silver. Okay.
No, it's still a silver. Yeah.
Yeah.
44.
Is Shay on?
I don't think so. I've called for Shade twice, so she must be stepped away.
Okay, I'll just put my thumb up or
No,
down.
I'm here.
Need to, oh, okay. Never mind.
Hi, Shade.
Sorry, a little bit
She's having a nap on
out
the
of
couch.
sorts here. Just watching TV.
Thanks, Shay. So we're just on image 131. This image has scored a 44. And so we are thumbs up if you want to bring it up into gold, thumbs down if you want to keep it in the silver range.
Okay, and that was 131.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up.
Yay, that's 5 for gold. Congratulations. Thank you, Shay.
Awesome. Thanks, Shay.
All right.
The next image is row 142. This image is titled Bliss, and it is sitting at a 29. Do we want to keep this in the professional practice range, or do we want to bring that up into bronze? Congratulations. Oh, wait, hold it back up. 1, 2. Oh, man, we're keeping it in the professional practice range. So this image will stay in that professional practice. Thank you, judges. The next image we are going to be having a look at is image 160. So this is sitting at a 29. Maybe we should have used yes or no. I feel like we might get daggers for using our thumbs. Okay, so we've got 1, 2. Yeah, so this image will stay a professional practice image. Thank you, judges. Our next image up for review is 167. This image is titled The First Glance. It is sitting at a 28.6, which means it is a score of a 29. Do we want to keep this image in, Emily? Do we want to keep this image? So this image will stay in that professional practice realm.
Lacey, I'm just popping in real quick. I think the one right above it is also a challenge. I could be wrong.
Yes, no, you're absolutely correct. Thank you. $29. I'm just doing a quick check in between the others as well. So when image 166, this image scored a bronze award. Do we want to take this up into the silver realm? Belle, no pressure. Yay, congratulations. This image has scored a silver award. The next image up for review is 175. Oh, I see what I've done. I must untick the image, Lacey. This image is titled Empty Womb. It is sitting at a professional practice image. Do we want to bump this up into that bronze range? Yay! Congratulations. The entrant has just gotten a bronze award. We are just moving down one row to 176. This image is titled Long Night, Perfect Gift. This is a professional practice image. And do we want to bring this up to a bronze award? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. Our next image is 178. This image has scored a 44 in the silver range. Do we want to bring this into gold? Again, no pressure, Belle. You did it. Yes. This image has scored.
Apologies. It's just when I haven't seen an image, I just want to kind of take it in because,
Nope,
yeah, I
I
haven't
get it.
judged that one before.
I get it. This next image, 181. Is titled Exhale. It has scored a professional practice. Do we want to take this up to bronze? Congratulations. This entrant has scored a bronze award. Our next image is row 190. This image is titled Entwined. It has scored a 44, a silver award. Judges, if you want to bring this up to a gold, let me know.
Lacey, when you've got a minute, there's just a comment in Facebook group that you might want to have a look at.
Yep.
Sorry, one moment.
No pressure, Belle.
Selena, can that wait until after the stream is done?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Just wasn't sure if it needed to be addressed while we were on the stream.
Yeah,
cool. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Majority. Yes. It's going into gold. Congratulations to the entrant. The next image is 191. This image is entitled Twilight. It is sitting in the bronze range. Do we want to bring it up to silver? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. So our next image is 196. This image is titled Born with a Veil. It is scored a 40. That's not right. Have I got that right? This is a 40, so it's not on the brink. Okay. Sorry, guys. This one. Here we go. Row 200. Between Mom and Midwife. This image has scored a 29. It is sitting in the professional practice range. Do we want to bring that up into a bronze award range? Thank you, judges. Our next image is 205. This image is titled Throned. It has scored a 39 bronze award. Do we want to bring it up into silver? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. Our next image to review is row 225. This image is titled Duality. This image is sitting at a 29 professional practice. Do we want to bring this image up to a bronze?
Sorry, I just got lost. What line are we on? I had to grab my dog.
That's okay, 225. Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. Our next image is 232. This image is titled The Chrysalis. It scored a 39, a bronze award. Do we want to bring this up into silver? Thank you, judges. This image will move up to silver. Everyone is in agreement. Yay! Our next image is row 242. This image is titled Tangible Love. This image scored a professional practice. Whoops. Do we want to bring it up into the bronze award range? 1, 2, 3. This image will stay the same. I've just got wind that our stream has frozen, so I'm just going to fix that really quick and then show you guys the chrysalis, and then I'll show you this one as well. Thanks, Livestream. So this image is titled Tangible Love, and this image will stay the same. This image titled Chrysalis scored a bronze award, and it has been updated to a silver. So congratulations to the entrant. Our next image to review is row 268.
Lacey, you just need to untick the previous one.
Thank you. Good catch. I'd be like, why is my image not ticking over? This image is titled Frozen in Time. It is sitting in the bronze award range. Do we want to bring that into silver? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. Our next image to review is row 282. This image has scored a professional practice. Do we want to bring it into bronze? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. Our next image up for review is 289. 289. This image is titled Emergence. This image is sitting on a 39, a bronze award. Do we want to bring it into the silver range? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations to the entrant. This image will move into the silver award range. Our next image to review is 291.
Lacey, can I have a swap out for the next couple?
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Tanya. Amanda, are you around?
Yep.
Thank you. We're just on row 291. This image is titled Unveiled by Mama. It is sitting at a 29 professional practice. Do we want this to be bumped into a bronze award range? Thank you, judges. This image will stay a professional practice image. Our next image is 298. It's titled Mothers and Daughters. It is currently sitting at a professional practice on 29. Do we want to bring this into the bronze range? This image will stay a professional practice image. Thank you, judges. Our next image is 299. This image is titled Nighttime Induction. It's sitting on a 39 in the bronze award range. Do we want to bring this into silver? Yay, congratulations. This image enters the silver range. Our next image is image 300. This image is titled, I'll Always Catch You. It is currently a professional practice image. Do we want to bring this into the bronze award range? Thank you, judges. This image will stay a professional practice image.
Do you want me to hop back in, Amanda?
Thanks, Amanda. Our next image to review, and judges, as we're scrolling, I'll just get you to do a quick eye scan to make sure we didn't miss any. Is 325. This image is titled Oxytocin is So Powerful. It is currently sitting at a 29, a professional standard image. Do we want this to come into the bronze award range? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same category. Our next image is 327. This image is titled Watched Over. It is sitting in the professional practice award professional practice category. Do we want to bring it into the bronze award category range? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. Our next image, I just said that weird. Our next image is 347. This image is titled Arrived. It is sitting in the bronze category. Would you like this in the silver category? Thank you, judges. This image will stay in the bronze award range. Our next image is 355. This image is titled A Breath of Silence Breathes in New Life. It is sitting in the professional practice range. Do we want this to come into that bronze award range? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. The next image is 357. Every nutrient. This image is sitting at a professional practice. Do we want it to move into the bronze range? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. Our next image is 366. This image is titled Blood is Thicker Than Water. Is that right? Baby in the tub? Yeah. Blood is thicker than water. This is sitting in the bronze range. Do we want to bring this into that silver award category range? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, judges. Majority is a yes. So this image will move into that silver range. I hate to be pedantic, but it'd be really helpful if we just used one because I'll count your hand twice. Because I'm just scanning.
I think we've only put 2 thumbs up after all 3 thumbs have gone up.
Yeah. So the next image is 376. This image is titled After a Storm Comes the Rainbow. This image is sitting in the professional practice category. Do we want to bring this into the bronze award range? Thank you, judges. This image will stay the same. Our next image is 387. This image is titled, I have food on my microphone, Sisterly Love. I just touched my microphone. This image is titled Sisterly Love. It is sitting in the professional practice range. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this image will stay a professional practice image. Thank you, judges. Our next image is 395. This image is titled Determined. It is sitting in a professional practice range. Do we want that in bronze? Thank you, judges. This image will stay in the professional practice category. Our next image, that's it. Is that it? Did I miss one? That one. Our final image is drip. This image is 29, professional practice. Do we want to bring this image into the bronze award range? 1, 2, 3. There we have it. This image will go into silver. Yay! Congratulations to the entrants. Thank you so much, judges. Thank you so much, live streamers and replayers and rockers and everyone around the world. So we're so grateful to have you here. This does conclude our live stream. Please, if you have any issues, if we have made mistakes, please reach out. We really want to make sure that we haven't missed anything. So we're open. If you have any feedback as well, we're always open to that as well. So congratulations to all of our entrants, to all of our award winners. And you'll be hearing from us very soon regarding top 20 and top 5. So thank you.
And the video judging is when?
Tomorrow. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Selena. Video. Let me be more specific. This concludes our image live stream. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Are we in Standard Time right now or daylights? We're in daylights time. We will be reviewing our video awards. So we'll start out tomorrow at 9 a.m. here. You can go to timebuddy.com and do a time conversion. And we will have the link on the same page that the images was on. So you can come back to the same 2022 live judging page, and our video will be embedded on that page so you won't miss it. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.